Thanks for coming in.
Thanks. I'm so grateful that Jenny got to set up that meeting with us today.
Yeah,
Great facilitator.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I've worked with her for a long time, so I was surprised she set up the meeting because I hadn't worked with EMC before. I know you're a big company and we're a pretty small credit union.
Yeah, but we do focus with those small credit unions also. She did mention that you'd be a great customer for us today.
Oh, great.
Before we get started, I'd like to give you my business card. Should you have any questions following this meeting, all of my contact information is on there. So feel free to contact me at any point.
Thanks.
So how did you get into the IT business?
Oh, gee, I mean, it was a long time ago. I mean, I've been here at Franklin Credit Union for a long time. And this was kind of my entry point into the IT space.
Okay, and how do you like it so far?
It's good, yeah. I mean, this is a great company. I mean, it's small. I mean, we have 25 total employees.
Right.
I mean, I know the owners, so yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I'd like to take some notes today, if that's okay with you, just to keep both of us on track.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, great. Before we get started, is there anyone else that you think would benefit from being here today?
Oh, right now in this meeting?
Correct.
No, nobody right now.
Okay. Well, to be completely respectful to the limited time that we have today, I've set up a bit of an agenda. I'd like to learn a little bit more about Franklin Savings,
Okay.
As well as some of the goals that you might have for this following year, along with some of the troubles that you might have had within the past year. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, what are some of the business challenges that you've faced within the last year?
Well, I mean, we're growing. That's one. We're adding
Right.
additional locations.
Which
So
is great.
we've had,
Congratulations.
yeah, thanks. Yeah, we've had growth and expansion, which I think has been something that's impacted me personally.
Okay. And how do you feel about that? Excited about the expansion?
Yeah,
A little nervous?
I'm a little nervous. It's a lot of time.
Right.
And it's stretching me pretty thin.
Right. Well, how is your IT business going for you as of now?
Pretty well. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, of course, as we grow, I'm assuming there might be some new challenges that pop up then. But
Right,
things
always.
have been pretty good.
And how would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
How the business is doing?
How the IT system is.
I guess a 6.
Okay. And what do you think can make that a solid 10?
Well, I mean, if we had a plan, I think if I look at where we're at today, since we're growing so fast and I'm stretched so thin,
Okay.
I really don't have time to do a lot of planning.
Right.
Do technological planning.
Okay. So time is definitely an issue.
Yeah.
And what would be some of the goals that you might be having within the next year?
Well, I mean, I think as we grow, we'll obviously look at new technologies that could be good for our business as we
Okay.
expand and grow.
Okay. So if I understand correctly, some of the things you really want to focus on is having that extra time, maybe to put your other employees in different positions that would help the revenue of your business, focus on other things, as well as the planning. You want a solid plan for where you can go with that IT business. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Also, how much are you spending of your IT business as of now, maybe on the innovations or the management of your IT systems?
Well, I might not be the best one to address it. I mean, I'm not a decision maker at,
Okay.
at Franklin Credit Union. I mean, my boss, Alex, is an individual that makes most decisions and
Right.
everything kind of runs through the owners.
Right. Okay. As of what I'm saying so far, the EMC offers a VNXE, which might be very helpful to what you were saying. Having a plan, storing that data as you were growing, you mentioned. Something that EMC does is we have a data array system, also called the VNXE.
Okay.
It controls all of the data systems. As you're saying, you're expanding. You can have one VNXE, keep it in that one central location, and then also not have to have it at the other location. So it's kind of nice.
Okay.
But how familiar are you with EMC?
I'm not very familiar, and I know you work with big companies.
Correct.
So that's probably been my main perception of your company.
Okay. Well, we are a global company. We now have about 60,000 employees.
Wow. That's big.
Yep, we're one of the largest providers of data storage systems. We've been around since 1979, but we are also helping small businesses very similar to Franklin Savings.
Oh.
So based upon what you've told me, I want to spend a few minutes showing you how the VNXE might be able to help your business and that revenue within the next year. Does that
Okay.
sound something like you'd be interested in?
Sure.
Okay. So one of the main things that you listed was that you don't have enough time maybe to put into learning the new technology. Something that's really nice about the VNXE is it's all wizard based. So it kind of guides you through that. You don't have to spend so much time on learning the new product. If something goes wrong, it also corrects those mistakes.
Okay.
Along with that, it has 12 servers inside of it. what those servers do is if there were to be a problem with one of them, it moves it down to the next server, which is really nice because then you, all of your disaster recovery, if there were to be any problems with that, they move right down to the next storage array. So it's very helpful with the security for you and your company and to your customers.
Oh, I mean, it sounds a little complex versus what we're doing today.
Right, and as I said, all of that is all wizard based, so it guides you right through it. You don't need to take as much time to learn all of that stuff, which is very helpful for you so you can focus on other things. It's quite an ease to management.
Oh, okay.
Does that sound something like you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't make the decisions, yeah, so
Right.
everything kind of goes through Alex and then goes through our owners, but, I mean, if it's something that's simple and not complex, then it certainly might be something I should consider.
Right, well then I think that it's definitely something that deserves a second meeting. You should probably talk it over with Alex and all of your board members, and over time, this is gonna be something that would really benefit your company, so it's definitely something that I would give a second meeting to. Do you think that you can meet at the same time, maybe Friday at 10?
Sure, yeah, I mean, I might be able to set aside some time to
Okay.
talk more about it.
Okay, that would be great.
And we'll go over the solution?
Correct.
Okay.
Awesome, well thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Great.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.